Hello everyone and welcome to the September 2019 monthly update. September has more new stuff getting started than previous months. We also have some comics to look at in Comics Corner, and we'll get to all of that in a bit. But first, let's take a look back at what's happened in the background in the month of August for me and the channel content for all the channels that I have control of. Ready? Here we go. So, month of August is fairly average in terms of what I've been doing in the background. The 3D printer has been running nearly 2 or 3 times a week, printing prototypes for stuff we're going to be seeing in future projects. But we'll be getting to all that in due time. The other background stuff dealt with me forming a better system for what goes to that new storage facility and how those items are labeled. And you'll be understanding that more later too. I'm not quite ready to share what I've been doing there yet. And yeah, that's pretty much all that August has been. So what about the stuff happening in September for all of the channels? Well, let's start with the September JoRaSe Plays videos. For JoRaSe Plays, we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Chrono Trigger. Last month saw some ups and downs for the group of characters we're dealing with, and I have a feeling this is going to continue. We'll just have to see what's next. Moving on to the JoRaSeDev video for September. We've got a new project starting up, and this time it's going to be another game, of course, but slightly more complex and less step-by-step. The first video for this new project will be a little smaller in size, due to this being the starting point. I feel it's never a good idea to start things going full steam. It's best to ease things in and build up speed as the project gets underway. That brings us to September, the September 3D JoRaSe video. And what do we have happening this month? Well, this month we have a new project, and it's going to be fixing my original Nintendo Wii console. And this is original in the sense that this particular system has been untouched and working since I bought it in the mid-2000s when the Wii was first released. And it first was released in 2006, I believe. 2006. Anyway, there are some things that are just too nostalgic to not put effort into fixing up, and this is one of those for me. Now, there's something in the unboxing video for this month that ties in directly to this project. So I'll leave it to you to figure it out. It's pretty obvious. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy seeing what we've got coming up in the video. And, as I've just alluded to, there will be an unboxing video for the month of September. We've got 3 items just waiting to be opened up, and the video itself will be viewable after this update video. And now, time to hand things over to Comics Corner. Welcome to Comics Corner, and this time we're looking at issue 75 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And this one is a thicker one, as you can see. It's their annual version. So we got some nice cover art. Looks like Twilight Sparkle and Spike the Dragon are flying in front of a stained glass window. So we'll have to see what the inside holds. Let's get to that. So starting out, looks like we've got some of Discord's usual chaos being hurled everywhere and at everyone. But it apparently isn't Discord's doing. So it's got to be someone else that has somewhat equal levels of chaotic power. Whoever it is, Discord seems to be terrified of them. And they seem to want to lay claim to Discord. Discord himself joins in the fight to banish whoever it is that's been causing all of this. And now that things have calmed down a bit, no way Discord's gonna be held to pay for what's happened. So he puts everyone to sleep and leaves. Flash forward to current day, and everyone's at something like a just an outdoor mall. Pretty interesting. Rarity, of course, finds something she thinks would look better on Twilight. And now that Twilight's in possession, something seems to take possession of her. Everyone gets together at the castle to figure out what's going on. Rainbow Dash pokes fun at Twilight, as usual. And we see Spike wanting to eat the gemstone. That's what dragons do. Twilight refuses, though, because this is a chance for more knowledge to come her way. And so help Twilight, she wants more knowledge. It would seem that the gemstone Twilight has is connected with several others that fell from the sky, and they're now located all over Equestria. So, it looks like it's time for a trip. And what a trip it will be. Twilight's able to find information on the constellation that apparently these gemstones are related to. And Twilight's looking all the more problematic as the idea of finding these becomes more and more real. As everyone leaves, Spike tries to touch the gemstone, and we get this face out of Twilight. Something not normal is happening here. Something really not normal. And here we get to see what the main problem maker in this one is at the very end. She has control of Twilight Sparkle, Princess Celestia, and Luna. The more of those stones she gets back, the more powerful she will become. And yes, she did get another one in this, and that's why Twilight, as she was under the control of this one, locked Applejack away. That's it for this time. See you in the next one. Hello everyone. This time we're looking at issue 13 of the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog comic. This is the cover that I have in a case already. This is cover B. And when you compare it with the other cover may look like it would be the one that I would typically have in the sleeve already, but this one just has a classy look to it. And because of that, I decided to go with this one for the protected right from the store approach. You can see, if I move this one out of the way, exactly what I'm talking about with the other one here. A lot of stuff going on here, but it's not as classy as the other one, so that's why. Let me move this out of the way, and then we'll get things centered back up on screen. And we'll get inside this comic. And picking up from last time, we had basically rough and tumble. Well, it's not exactly picking up from last time, but it's a recap of all the comics up to this point. Rough and Tumble were arrested and they're wanting revenge. Dr. Eggman was discovered to have lost all of his memories. Dr. Starline here helped bring his memories back, all while Sonic and company were defeating Metal Sonic. And now that Eggman is back, he's ready to unleash some new horror onto the world. We have a much simpler roll call this time. We've got Sonic, Tails, Rough, Tumble, Dr. Eggman, and Dr. Starline. Got Sonic relaxing on a beach, talking to a little bird. And he's just talking about everything that everyone else is doing. Amy is trying to help her with the restoration work now, after the battle with Eggman / Metal Sonic. Knuckles is back guarding the Master Emerald on Angel Island. Silver stayed around because he feels the big problem isn't over yet. And Tails is working on his stuff, and looks like a letter just got warped in front of him. And indeed, that seems to be exactly what happened, because you wouldn't see Tails this panicked if it was something he had done. And here's the note. Apparently it is from Dr. Eggman. So they head out after discussing what's going on and figuring out where they should probably go, which is Windmill Village. As was stated in the note. And here we have Eggman about ready to test his latest monstrosity. And Starline is still here in the background, assisting him. So he dumps his concoction onto the flour, and it turns it into metallic specimen. Just what Eggman is wanting. Meanwhile, Sonic and Tails arrive at Windmill Village to find pretty much no one except the village elder tied up in a tree. So they set him loose and discover who's behind this. Of course, it just has to be these two, Rough and Tumble. And Sonic has Tails take them away. Take the village elder away to safety. And he begins the confrontation with Rough and Tumble alone. The battling continues with Sonic throwing out questions here and there, trying to get information from them. But apparently they're not spilling the beans yet. Fighting continues, of course, and Tails breaks through the lock, keeping the rest of the villagers prisoner, and basically tells the elder to stay in there with everyone else while he goes to help Sonic. And our two doctors decide to look in on how the battle is going. And of course, it's going swimmingly. Since Tails decided to drop in, 2-on-2 is better than 2-on-1 any day. And apparently, they're not happy with Sonic and Tails copying their intro style. And it would appear that Tumble here is quite upset that Tails has two tails, and he lost his. And so they decide to split up. Sonic lets Tails choose which one he wants, and he decides to take Rough. Well, Sonic manages Tumble. And, of course, Rough is up against someone who knows how to literally catapult things back. Which is what Tails does, and it ends up ruining Rough's day. And back to the battle between Tumble and Sonic. Sonic very easily snaps the robotic tail off of him. Sonic's about to land a finishing blow, but stops just short. Can't really kick a guy when he's down like that. All he wanted was a tail back. And Sonic and Tails bring their defeated foes together to question them. And just as they're about to start getting some answers, this happens. And they're gone. And with that, Tails and Sonic decide to basically split company for the time being. Tails wants to stay and help fix up the village, and Sonic, ready as ever, wants answers. So that's what he's racing off to find. And back at the base, the failed duo here are explaining what happened, and Metal Sonic is raring for his turn, but Starline wants a shot first, so that's looking like what we're going to be seeing next time. See you all then. And now time for some concluding thoughts. August, for as hot as the month has been, has provided time to plan and prototype. I know the videos I've got in planning are going to be great, and I hope everyone out there will agree with me once the videos are viewable. Hope everyone has a great September, and look forward to seeing you all in the upcoming videos. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, feel free to give me a like and maybe subscribe. And if you want to go a little bit further and you want to see your name in lights in the credits here, feel free to go to my Patreon and contribute. Till next time everyone.